There will come a time, my friend, when you choose yourself. And this will be the beginning. And most probably, my friend, you've already chose yourself, right? You've come so far until now. So look at you for a moment. Because sometimes you may think that even though you've done many great things until now, you may not appreciate them because you're still not where your mind would like to be, your ego would like to be, like safe and having all great things around you. But the point is that you start noticing the progress that you've done by your will, the changes that you've done, because it will start to increase the positive emotion in your body, where suddenly you will start appreciating yourself more. And these feelings are the food for the cells of your body that are listening the frequency and information you're constantly producing, generating within your beingness. This is your reminder that your life is turning for the better every single moment right now. Your life is changing for the better. And I want to give you a very practical video today, how to stay in a momentum of positive shifts so everything can work in your favor, as everything is working in your favor, but things will start changing even greatly. So my friend, you've come so far until now. Look at you. There may have been pain, fear, sadness, or even depression that you felt, but you kept up because you knew that on the other side of that pain there was joy and courage. Is that you? You kept learning, trying, failing, and growing over and over again, so you got where you are today. Isn't that admirable? Isn't that admirable? Just for a moment, can you appreciate yourself? Can you appreciate yourself, my friend? Because for someone, you are an inspiration. To me, you're an inspiration. As the saying goes, the moment you choose yourself is the beginning. So you don't know where your life will take you, but I want you to know that wherever it will take you, it will be awesome. It will be awesome, my friend. So, remind yourself that Albert Einstein said something very powerful when he said, there are only two ways to live your life. One is a thought, nothing is a miracle. The other one is a thought, everything is a miracle. But don't keep it in words. Because when you think about miracles, it's what puts us into the state of awe, being in awe with life, right? In Matthew 6:34 says, the best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today. And to do your best today, you have to be in awe a little bit. Like, what are the things that you can start today that will put you in awe? Like, I remember when I started painting, my life changed so much because suddenly I've started experiencing so much of surprises in my life, so much of joy and passion, because, you know, each painting that I do surprises me, like, oh, I can do this. Like, each process puts me into a flow state and I'm like, oh, it's so incredible. And I want to remind you, there's something that puts you into a flow state. And for some of you, it's like, I don't know what it is. So keep searching it. And when I say keep searching it, I mean keep trying different things. Like, keep trying different activities, different sports, different art, different craft, different instruments, different, you know, whatever is interesting to you. Read different subjects, different books, until something resonates and speaks to you to such a degree that you don't want to stop doing it. And so often, what's the most interesting to us is actually very deeply connected to who we were in our childhood before the world told us who we need to be. So reflect a little bit about your childhood and see who you were before the world told you who you should be. I was an artist when I was growing up. Since I can remember for, who I was drawing, I was creating. And later in life, I've started drawing again, and that's where I've discovered my greatest possible passion that is also connected to my purpose. That's how I'm sharing a message with you, through art. So you need to understand that you've been born with a purpose, and you know that, and you've heard that, but sometimes you forget about it because of your daily responsibilities. I want to remind you, your life is turning out for the better every time you choose yourself, every time you choose to discover anything that's interesting to you, to keep digging into it. And if you start your day with a preparation for this process, because each day is a process of self-discovery, so then your inner world can be expressed through you, right? Self-discovery is a process of what is the most interesting to us, what we are the most passionate about, what we are the most joyful about, what's the source of our inner kindness, and why we want to be kind towards others. The reasons for that, because many of you have been hurt, and it's easy to say, I don't want to be kind to others because then other people use my kindness, but it's not true. It's a weak use of your boundaries that people are using you. It's not your kindness. Your kindness is not a problem. Your weak boundaries are the problem. Don't hold your kindness back because people have misused you in the past, but actually learn to set boundaries. But stay kind, stay positive, stay open-hearted. This is very powerful. So how to prepare yourself for a very magnificent day? I mean, some days will be challenging. Not all days will be magnificent, right? But there is some magnificence that's happening. So how to prepare yourself for a very productive and incredible day? Well, with a good morning meditation and reflection. When you begin your day with a moment of reflection and introspection, like many times you may wake up and you think very negative thoughts, very dark thoughts about who you think that you are according to what happened in the past, and you feel all these negative emotions. It's the toxic chemistry in your body. Some of it is the byproduct of the way you think. Some of it is because of a poor diet, if your diet is not okay. Some of it is because you expect the worst possible outcome to happen. Some of it is because someone hurt you. And those are the things that you identify through your introspection. If every single day you take time to really identify what's toxic for you, then you will be able to change your environment, right? It's the epigenetic system, where you recognize that your mind actually influences the genes in your body. Blood in your body is an environment for the cells. Inside of your blood, there's information that is coming from your thoughts. There's frequency and vibration coming from your attitude. And scientists have discovered that cells in our body are the most receptive to frequency and information, more than anything else, more than nutrition, more, food and anything else that you consume. Frequency and information. Frequency is emotion, any kind of an emotion is a certain spectrum of frequency, and information are thoughts. So when we choose a coherent beginning of the day, like heart-brain coherence, you've heard about this. When you slow down your breathing, you place your attention into your heart, and you maybe think about an event that surprised you positively, or think about someone or something that loves you unconditionally, and just stretch this love and then send some healing thoughts towards someone. your heart will go into a coherent rhythm. And when your heart goes into a coherent rhythm, your brain goes into a coherent frequency, into alpha brainwave frequency, where you bridge the gap between conscious and subconscious mind. And suddenly you become aware. You become aware of what's happening, you become aware of yourself, and suddenly you can start visualizing some positive outcomes in your life. And that's how you start preparing for a very, very productive day. And then you can visualize what are the things you're excited about in this day. What are the activities you want to do? And also, how will you deal with challenging things? You can program yourself to start loving challenges, because challenges are not hard until you start looking at them as something hard. You think about challenges as they are hard because they trigger you. And if in the past you've been constantly avoiding your own triggers, trying to escape from them, then anything that triggers you will be painful to you. But if you become more mindful at the moments when you feel triggered, you will actually develop new neural pathways and bring more oxygen into the parts of your brain that feel triggered, when you experience a lot of positive emotions, a lot of negative emotions, and you will breathe in that moment when you feel triggered, and you will try to stay present and mindful. Your brain will change, the science of neuroplasticity. Your brain will change, and suddenly you will not respond to that event same negative way as before. Suddenly you've changed. And when the next time this thing will happen, you will be able to treat it more consciously. Until at some point, you will find a lesson in what used to trigger you in the past. And that will turn this event into a positive experience. That's the power of morning meditation and reflection. Reflect on anything that you may find toxic right now so you can remove it from your life. Then set some daily virtuous intentions. Daily virtuous intentions. Identify virtues you wish to embody through the day, like maybe courage, maybe patience, maybe kindness, and make a commitment to practice them in your day. So what I've started doing a long time ago, I've started writing down a list of certain emotions I will be generating through the day. Like sometimes it's calmness, sometimes it's presence, sometimes it's joy, sometimes it's maybe persistence or a state of perseverance. If I know that a certain day will be maybe filled with so many different events or whatever, I write down a list of things I will embody today, like states or emotions or anything that may be very, very grounding to you. To me, it's calmness, because in the past I often felt anxiousness for the things that were unfamiliar to me. So I've recognized, well, if anxiousness is a very chaotic state in my body, then the opposite of it can be calmness. So I've learned myself to calm myself down. Like calming your vagus nerve can be a very powerful practice. And vagus nerve is directly connected to your tongue in your mouth. So if you practice meditation where you're calming down your tongue to the floor of your mouth and slow down your breathing, you will relax your vagus nerve and your whole nervous system will relax. And that's where you start reprogramming your body to stay calm on demand. Very powerful. So set your daily virtuous intentions to identify virtues you wish to embody through the day. Epictetus said, "Choose a life that is noble and divine, for as you live, so shall you become." Isn't this profound? So it's, many times people think I've tried this and it didn't work. It works, but it doesn't change everything in one day. Do it for 1 year and see what happens. Very powerful. Then in Stoic philosophy, there's a practice of negative visualization, and I actually want you to try it out because it's so powerful. Like sometimes people say, I don't want to do it because I don't want these things to happen, but they will happen anyway. If you visualize them or not, certain negative things will happen because all your fears at some point will somehow, some way manifest, because that's the only way to heal them and overcome them. So don't avoid negativity, rather learn to embrace it. As Bruce Lee said, don't pray for an easy life, pray for a strength so you can endure a hard one. When you practice that, hard will become easy. When you don't practice that, easy will become hard. So be mindful around this. What is negative visualization? If you spend a few minutes imagining potential difficulties you might face during the day, this practice will help you to prepare mentally and emotionally to foster maybe gratitude or presence in that event. Or sometimes when there's something very anxious that may be happening, or you may feel overwhelmed because of a certain event, you can just visualize yourself already being there and just, your body will already react to it. But then visualize, like mental rehearsal. How could you do it more mindfully? How could you talk with that person more maybe peacefully? How can you be in that event more as you truly want to be, the greatest possible version you can be, because you start wiring your brain to be prepared for that event. That's what athletes are doing, right? That's what I am doing every single morning, so I can be prepared for the day. And so many great people are doing that. I want to encourage you, don't avoid negative events if there's something you're dealing with. Rather, prepare yourself for it, because you will notice, well, if I am prepared for the hard stuff become easier. So try it out, my friend. Then plan your day mindfully. This will help you to keep the momentum where so many positive shifts are happening in your life. When I'm coaching people, I'm offering one-on-one coaching sessions. You can find them in the link in the description of this video. I often see that people have so incredible dreams, and many times I'm working with people who are like turning their art into a mission or into a career. And so many times all these people have so incredible ideas, so incredible dreams, and their only challenge is that they don't know how to organize them. And to organize our dreams is a path towards fruition, right? It's a path towards flourishing, because one step at a time, we make them happen. So plan your tasks for the day. Sometimes I actually do it a day before or a few days before, because during the sleep, my brain kind of organizes information. So when I wake up, I already know what I have to do. So plan your tasks for the day, keeping in mind the Stoic principle of focusing on what's within your control and approaching challenges with equanimity. Very powerful, right? As Seneca said, begin thus from the first, set yourself in motion, if only in a humble way, the rest will follow. This is very beautiful. So it's usually not the problem that we don't know what to do. It's that we have too many things to do and we don't know how to organize them. That was a challenge for me, as I'm an artist. I have many incredible ideas. Many times I come up with hundreds of different things I could do, so I don't know where to start, and then I don't start anywhere. And if that's you, well, a good plan, like just organize, write down your goals, write down your ideas of what you think you have to do, and then just prioritize them. Which one will be the first one, which one will be the second, third, fourth, fifth, and suddenly you will have clarity, and then start, and the momentum will start, and just push through it. And then the last thing that it's how I end my day is I write down at least 10 or 20 things I am grateful for from that day. You can also do it in the morning. You can end your morning routine with a momentum of gratitude, like reflect on maybe simple things you may find right at this moment, like the fact that you're breathing, the fact that you have 5 senses to experience this reality, the fact that you can fix what you've broken yesterday, or what you've done wrong yesterday, or what you failed at yesterday. Today you can try again. Or the fact that you can look for a new job, or the fact that you can call that person that you have unresolved relationship, or the fact that you have someone to share your stories with, or the fact that you're healthy, or the fact that you have money to buy food or clothes. It's all something to be grateful for. Or maybe the fact that you have car, or that there are roads so we can drive and maybe travel, or for the houses that somebody built houses in the past, so now we have roof above our head and a great place for the comfort, so we can brainstorm and grow and explore and learn. So any of that is an important part of our lives, and that's what you should be grateful for. So be grateful, my friend. It's just something that's so familiar to all of us, but we don't make a habit out of it. So I want you to really design a habit out of gratitude. And when it feels tough in your life, it's a sign that you've fallen off the grace. And it's important to remind yourself. I'm constantly keeping a journal with me. So when I feel like that, I start reflecting on what can I be grateful for right now? What are the things that I'm not doing but I should be doing that puts me into a high state of, high emotions, high joy, high bliss or gratitude? And what are the things I am not appreciating? Or what are the, activities I love to do but I'm not doing? Those are all the things that you should reflect on, because this will help you to stay in a very high frequency that will keep up the momentum of positive shifts in your life. This is what helps me and what helps many people that I've been working with, and I'm sure it will help you too. So don't take what you already have for granted, because someone is praying today that would have what you have. Remember that, my friend. I will leave you here. I hope you've enjoyed in today's message. I hope you've enjoyed in today's painting as well. As you know, I'm an artist, and you can find all of my art on our store, AttractPassion.com, or our Etsy store, I Draw My Passion. Go there and check it out. My friend, till next time, I hope this video was a synchronicity for you. I hope you got a message you needed today. You were meant to see this. Till next time, one love. Hey my friend, I hope you found great value in today's message. And I want to invite you into our freshly created and opened store, AttractPassion.com, where you can find all of my art. So if you found my art inspiring, you can get a copy of it. You can also get some of my original paintings, so go and check it out. You can use the code PASSION15 and you will get 15 off on your first order. I'm also offering one-on-one coaching. So if you feel like you would like to deepen your journey a little bit and you're kinda aligned with my work, you can go and check out the link in the description of this video and book a session. So check it out, and thanks to everyone for joining our Patreon community, where you have access to community chat and some exclusive content, some guided workshops, and so much more. So check it out, and don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you found this video very valuable, share it with a friend. Thank you so much. Let's spread some inspiration, some good energy, and see you in the next one. Much love.